Alright guys, so this is Luke. He's going to help me out with step 3. Now, with step 3, basically, I like to do step 2 for 1 to 2 days. I don't stay on step 2 for too terribly long before I start introducing step 3. And what step 3 is I start getting the dog used to things moving above their head. Again, the main reason why we're taking so many steps to do this is so that your dog doesn't start to build up any anxiety about this command. So, one of the things that some dogs are a little bit afraid of is that something might fall on them from up above. So we're just going to start conditioning them to make sure that they understand that that's not going to happen. Because again, primary time that we use this, or one of the primary times, is when we're at a grocery store or something, we're pulling stuff off the shelves. The dogs need to be comfortable with that and not feeling like something's going to fall on their head. So step 3, we're still the same distance away. We're still using rewards about the same time, but we're going to be practicing things moving above their head a little bit. Let's go. In front. Good. So all I do is just start moving stuff around up here a bit, and then reward for them staying there. Let's go. He got just a little bit nervous there. In front. So I just need to do it just a little bit softer next time and then build back up to that louder volume. Good. Good. Let's go. Again, same distance away, in front. Down. Practice your sits and downs still. Let's go. And that's step 3, just starting to get the dog used to things moving over their head, because that can be a little overwhelming for them. If your dog pops out every now and then like Luke was, that's not crazy anxiety or anything like that. You can work through that. But if your dog is starting to shut down on you a little more, you need to tone down what you're doing with stuff on top of them. Make it a little bit simpler, like I did, starting to tap this a little softer and then build back up to going loud. You reward the dog for staying there, and then you'll be amazed at how much more of a distraction you can start putting in on top of them. All right, on to step 4. All right, guys, so Misty's going to be helping us with this. She's a little bit more advanced than some of the other dogs you've seen. So we're ready to start doing a couple of things. 1, we want to really cut down that distance between us and the wall. And 2, we want to start building duration with the dog. We're starting to get the dog to stay for longer and longer periods of time. So we're going to get down to such a tight distance now, basically, that the dog is comfortable being in between us and the wall and basically having to straddle our feet. We're going to be that close. Let's go. Same steps as step 3 and 2, where we're not using any food reward here. In front. Good. Reward. Now, we're going to start building that duration a little bit. So, what you've been doing so far, you're just giving some pretty quick rewards. What you should be doing now is starting to count in your head. Reward every 3 seconds, and do that 5 or 6 times in a row. Then reward every 6 seconds. Slowly building up that duration to where the dog eventually, after about a week or so, will be able to be in between you and the wall for 30, 60 seconds, something like that, without needing rewards until they get to the end. And then from that point, that's when I usually say, okay, if the dog is up to that point, that's when I'm ready to start practicing out in public. So when I go to practice out in public at grocery stores and things like that, I really recommend that you start off using aisles that don't have food items. You don't want to add that kind of distraction yet. Practice your first week or so in the paper towel section or cleaning products or something like that your dog isn't going to be tempted to get into. Because you're going to try to be right on those objects. And then you're going to be building up that duration even more and more while you're practicing in front. And you want to make sure that your dog's still happy to do that. You can see and sometimes even hear Misty's tail hitting the wall. That's a good indication that she's pretty happy to be doing this. There you go, good girl. And then you're just counting in your head. And every time she breaks a new record, you give her a little treat. Let's go. All right, so let's go ahead and give you that side shot now. We come up to the wall before. We were 2 feet away. Now we're going to be about 1.5 feet. The dog's going to have to step over our feet in order to get into position. In front. Good girl. And you can even shuffle in just a little more. And then here, you're going to be practicing that duration. Every few seconds, give a reward. Then the next time, wait a few seconds longer. So Misty's to the point now where she can go like 30, 60 seconds before she gets a reward. Good. You can still be practicing some of the other things. Good. Practice your positions. Down. All the way. Good. And again, so when you get to this point, this is when you're ready to go start practicing at the grocery store and things like that. Free. But don't start practicing at the grocery store until you are already at this point at home. Most dogs, a good, well-rounded dog that already has a good basis of some public access, some obedience and training and all that good stuff, I'm usually looking at practicing with them for about 10 days total before I start going to the grocery store. Well guys, thanks so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really do think this might seem overly simple, but I really do think this is a great tip for keeping your dog safe when you're out in public, because again, you don't want them getting hit by a shopping cart, stepped on, tail run over, or somebody sneaking up behind you and petting or giving your dog something that they shouldn't. So again, I feel like this is really good. So if you liked it, please like and subscribe. Also, comment down below. Let me know how it's going for you. I'm trying my best to keep up with the comments on our videos, and I'll do my best to answer any questions you have down below. So please, comment down below. Let me know how it's going for you. Let me know if you need any extra help or anything like that. Speaking of extra help, I've got a really cool couple of ideas for our next upcoming videos, and I'd like you guys to actually help me vote and decide what you want to see next. So the two things I was thinking about doing, I was going to do either how we train dogs to ride appropriately on an airplane, so that's option 1, or how we train dogs to learn how to curl up and get kind of small and in position at restaurants and things like that. So again, a safety concern, making sure they're not getting stepped on or things like that. So how we teach them to go under the table and be comfortable with it, as well as how to get kind of compact to make sure that their tails aren't sticking out from under the table or all that good stuff. So there's going to be a poll right up here, I think, that you can click on and vote to see which one you'd like better. As always, like, subscribe, comment. We'd love to hear from you. And until next time, I'm Adam from Top Dog. This is Misty, an awesome helper for me today. We hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you then.